Hello and welcome to the mill. I'm your host Dusty Crane, and we have an unboxing of Libertalia Winds of Galecrest this week. I'm going to go ahead and show you the sides and well, I'm not going to show you the back yet because that would give it away, although I guess at this point Jamie's already given it away. I need to remember when I'm filming these things that that's all public information. So I got the shrink off, and I want to mention this was designed by Paulo Mori, art by Lamaro Smith, and a little bit of development work there by Jamie. And by a little bit, I mean considerable, I'm sure. We have the rule book here for the base game, and Jamie has already showed this off. That's available for download currently on the Stonemaier website. We also have the Automa guide for running the Automa for Winds of Galecrest. Again, this is available on the Stonemaier Games website, so I won't go into that. And let's just go ahead and start looking at some of this punch board, shall we? We have some of the dials for the treasure tokens. We got the midshipman tile. What's cool about this midshipman tile is the front of it there is the calm side, but on the back is the stormy side. And I didn't show that, but on this piece of punch board, we can see some of those treasure tiles and the graveyard cards and some doubloons and the treasure chests, and you can tell showing the calm side of those treasure tiles right here and the stormy side right here. A little bit meaner. In fact, told that a little bit meaner, a little more devious than even the original. So if you really liked that take that mean piratey action, this is able to provide that for you. And again, just the calm and the stormy side. You can see the blue and purple graveyard tiles, as well as looks like the green and purple treasure dials. But moving on here, we see the Automa pieces of those treasure tiles, and those just replace on the board. You'll see in a subsequent playthrough that I put on the channel that how those tiles come into play and what they're for. Let's go ahead and take a look at the game board. We see the calm side of the game board right here, and the calm treasure tiles are printed on the board. You don't technically need to put those out, but you use those treasure tiles to create an Uncharted game. And this is the stormy side of the board, which has the stormy tiles printed on, but you can use those calm tiles for the Uncharted game. This right here, you can see there's a little bit of a hole in my lid. Air shipping for these preview copies, a little bit bumpy, so it's totally fine. This right here, very, very cool. This is the first time that Stonemaier Games, so far as I know, is using this compostable plastic. And so that is definitely a part of Stonemaier's work to be a more sustainable green company. You can see those loot tiles in there, and I actually call them Forbidden Starburst because they're right about that same size and in some of the same colors. You can see those here. They really feel nice in the hand. They look really good. Yeah, so it feels nice when you're drawing those out of the bag. And yeah, let's go ahead and set that aside and look at some of the rest of these components. Just set that right there. This right here will be used to hold your doubloons, or if you went all in on the metal coins, you'll be able to toss those in there and keep that right there nice in the box. Nice, actually a heavy bag. If you had one of I think it was the first Tapestry expansion, there was a bag that you could draw the tiles out of, and it was kind of thin. This is not that same thing. You could tell it's a much thicker material. And here, let me bring it up here a little bit. Jamie mentioned that the bag is double stitched, so it shouldn't fall apart, and that's at the bottom too. Very sturdy. It feels good to pull the tiles out of that. And definitely I had my concerns about the bag in Tapestry, but this is much, much better. Here we have the reputation tokens, the nice wooden, colorful tokens. Now, I noticed that my white token here is in a separate bag by itself, and I don't know why that is. It's not special in any regard. I can just imagine that maybe when they were putting these things together at the factory, they're like, oh no, the white one. Let's go ahead and get this. Anyway, these right here are just I guess the studs that you would punch through the score trackers for the scorekeeping. We got the male side and the female side, and this material it feels like that compostable material too. Like, it doesn't feel like a traditional plastic. It feels like crunchy, I guess, for lack of a better word. And so yeah, that's another one that's just the piece of my lid there that got beat up a little bit in the air shipping. And yeah, so we got a few shrink wrap packs of cards, and I'll go ahead and take these out, and I'll open at least one of the decks to kind of run through them so you can see all the different cards, and also the Automa deck of cards. You can see the different player colors there. And the player aid for Automa, which comes in quite helpful. Let's go ahead and break one of these packs open, shall we? All right. So we're starting with the Automa deck. We got that player aid, and that's double-sided. I didn't end up showing it, but you can see here the scout, or the scout and the pilfer. The pilfer is just another Automa roll, so his pilfer is printed on the bottom of all those cards, but the top you can see we have the scout and the apprentice and the beggar, the innkeeper, the cabin boy, the bandit, the preacher, the barkeep, the stowaway, the explorer, carpenter, officer. Kind of going a little bit slow so you can, kind of, if you wanted to pause and get an idea of what they do, you can do that. The gunner looks super happy. The necromancer, the freed prisoner, the bosun, the brawler, the thief, the top man, the recruiter, the cook, the watchman, the armorer, the infantry, merchant, surgeon, treasurer, gambler, aristocrat, collector, quartermaster. Now, you may have noticed we went from 36 to 38. 37 is not missing. I believe that card is the Wind Nymph, and that's not used in the solo game. You don't have to take it out of your decks or anything. If you encounter it when you're drawing cards, well, actually you won't, because you're kind of actually drawing from the Automa deck, and it's not there, so you won't end up pulling it into your hand. But these are the regular cards that you're going to use for every multiplayer game, and for your solos too. We have the scout, the apprentice, the beggar, and again, I'm going a little bit slower. I almost skipped one there. I'm going a little bit slower just so that you can, kind of take a look at the text, take a look at the ability, get a good look at those cards. I think that the art that Lamaro did is just gorgeous, and I know that there's some debate about that. From the folks that really love the Pirates of the Caribbean look of the original, but I can't help but look at these and be, just smile. It's just a cool collection of characters here. The freed prisoner, the bosun, the brawler really looks like he can kick some butt. The thief, the top man, the recruiter, the cook, the watchman, the armorer, the infantry, the merchant, the surgeon. We get a treasurer, a gambler, an aristocrat, a collector, a quartermaster. There's that wind nymph I mentioned. The first mate, the captain, and the governor. And then we move on from that black deck to the blue deck. And you can see the color, it has different card backs too, but, you can see the different colors there. The black, that's the ship back on that one. And yeah, let's go ahead and set these aside. I'll give you just kind of a look at the other decks. I mean, the 1 through 40s are all identical. You see the back of the red ships, I guess, as they were, the airships. You see those are the white. And we'll set that aside there. And the purple ship right there. And the green ship. So there's a little bit of a variety there, too, that if... if you're just looking at the backs of cards, you can kind of identify whose cards belong to whom, even if you're not looking at the color. And I figured let's go ahead and look at how to put it all away. I went ahead and broke down the cardboard tokens. I'm going to go ahead and put 6 of the loot tiles here. And another 6 right there. And then we're just going to start, I'm going to put the loot tiles in that bag. And put that right there. And then we can start placing down the decks. We don't have to do this in real time. We can do a little bit of cutting and splicing and make it a little bit quicker here. Set that down. Boom. Another deck. Another deck. And another. Cut, cut, cut. These are the graveyard tiles. They have the graveyard art on the other side, and which it was identical, but you can see the different ship art for each of the different colors. Again, just kind of a variety of ships there. I'll pull that string aside. And I'm going to put the Automa deck down right there in that top middle pocket. Put the reputation tokens on top, and then some doubloons right on top of that. Go ahead and put together those treasure trackers real quick. And just toss that one there. And these are actually color-coded, so you need to make sure that you put those where they go. I mean, you don't have to, but someone's going to pay attention, like me, just there. And yeah, I'm sure someone's going to be like, I really like the fact that the treasure chests actually match my ship color. So let's go ahead and put that lid back on there. Slide that down. Toss that midshipman tile on there. Toss the game board on top of that. Grab the rules, put that on top, and yeah, that's how it all fits into the box, all nice and snug. Jamie did mention that there is room for sleeved cards. I have not personally tried that, but, Jamie said it does, so I see no reason to doubt. Whoops, I almost forgot to show you the back of the box here. So let me show you that real quick. We got a little bit of story, and you can see the player count, the minutes, the ages, the components listing, and yeah, there you go. That's the stuff right there. Libertalia, Winds of Galecrest. Thanks again for watching. Take care of yourselves and each other. All right, I know some of you have your name on this box and are looking forward to this part, so let's not make you wait any longer. Listed here are the lead playtesters, Automa lead playtesters, Automa playtesters, cultural consultant, and proofreaders. And if your name is on this list, let me just, I guess, say thank you from someone who's playing this game, that your work really does help make this game even better. So yeah, thank you so much for the time and effort that you put into Libertalia, Winds of Galecrest.